time to start.
All right, everyone, welcome back to Bolero Denton in Denton, Texas for Squad 2 of the Elite 8 Youth Bowling Tournament. So I had Squad 1 completed 3 games. Squad 2, 3 more games. Handicap, best 3-game series. Wins across 3 divisions. Low handicap, high handicap, and scratch. All right, so we're back with Diego. Diego in 26. Diego goes high, leaves the 3, 6, 9, 10. So they're playing on the burn. So it's about 3 players on each side, so about 18 games played on each lane so far. Diego picks it up, gets the spare in the first. Henry on 23. The light mixer gets the 7 out. Colin on 25. William on 26. Goes high, leaves a 3, 6. Brady on 23, playing across the lane, and Messenger stops halfway. And Brady leaves a 10-pin. All right, William with the 3, 6. Spare in the first. And Brady going for the 10-pin, and he lasers it. Correct our squad number here. This is Squad 2 of 2. Jamie on 25 gets it outside. Friction does not hold. Gets it into the channel. Jackson Blackwell, a champion at the Phonetic Friday Youth Adult Bowling Tournament. And you see why as he starts off with the front 2. Joey Boyles on 24, leaves the 2, 4. Right. Garrett gets it a little bit inside on the 4, 7. Joey one-hand lefty picks up the spare. So he marks in the second, puts him at 19. So again, 3 games. This is the second squad. Best score across 3 games wins. And Jamie goes high and just leaves the 6-pin. Sawyer crosses over, leaves a tricky 1-5-10. All right, get some re-racks out of the way on the left side. And Diego on 25, and that is, just leaves the 4-pin in his second frame. And Sawyer going for the amazing spare, can't get it, leaves the 10-pin. Head pin and the 5 blow by the 10. All right, Brady on 24, playing cross lane, and another 4-pin. No, it's his first 4-pin. That's 10-pin earlier. William looks like he's throwing the UC3. Colin high. Gets rid of the big 4 by getting the 7 to go. But 4-6-10. It's a tough split conversion. All right, Jackson on 25. That one in the oil, a little bit long, 2-4-10. Colin gets the 6-10 out. Garrett on 24. And Garrett goes high, leaves a 4-7. So Joey on 23, looking to capitalize on a spare, and the 10-pin does not fall. Jackson gets the 4, leaving the 2-10. All right, Garrett picks up his spare on 24. And Jamie Light, pocket mixer, gets him out. Strike in the 3rd. All right, Joey, super hook at the 10-pin. Picks it up. His second spare of the game. All right, Sawyer with a 1-4-5 this time. Sai goes high, 6-pin. So again, no re-oil. This is on the burn. And they've had 10 minutes of practice to try and figure it out or set the lanes up to their liking. And they don't change lanes, so they'll be on this pair for the entire 3-game squad. And Diego picks up the spare for his 3rd spare in as many frames in game number 1. And Jenna on 24. A little bit of loft, needs to push, 6-10. William high, 3-10. Colin on 25 goes high, gets the 10 out with just the 3. All right, so we've had 3 high shots. See if Brady makes an adjustment. And he splits the 8-9. All right, William gets the 10, leaves the 3. And Jenna misses the spare to the left. Colin's going to pick up his 3-pin. So his first mark of the game in the 3rd. Jackson looking to come back after a split. And trips the 4-pin. got that 4-pin just enough to lean and fall. All right, so Joey up on 24. All right, playing the one board over on the left side. Playing that built-in friction. And Sawyer, his first strike of the game in the 4th. Puts him at 43 after 4. Henry on 24. That looks pretty good. And gets the 10-pin to go. All right, Diego. Strike in the 4th, so he stays clean. All right, Colin playing straight up the boards, gets the 7-8 to go. Brady on 24. All right, gets the light mixer for a double, gets the 7 to go late. William, that looks good. Oh, comes in high, 4, 6, 7. So his second split in 2 frames. Jamie on 26. High flush 4-pin. Garrett 24. Oh, Messenger takes out the 8. Joey on 23. A little bit light for the 6-pin. William tries to bounce it off the wall. Opens in the 4th, puts him at 57. Jamie going for the 4-pin. Side light, 2-pin goes, 5-pin stays. Jamie makes her spare. All right, Jackson gets the 3 off the 310. So just the single pin spare. Diego looking for a double on 26. Goes high, 3-6. And Sai picks up his spare. So he's going 9 spare strike, 9 spare strike, 9 spare. Jackson picks it up in the 5th, puts him at 83. Diego spares his 5th frame. Jenna gets the 8 out. And no Messenger for the 2-pin. And Jenna's going to spare that 2-pin. That puts her at 41, halfway through game number 1 of Squad 2. And William Jewell, the 3rd, with strike in the 5th, puts him at 67. And Colin on 25 gets it out wide, does not hang on. So first one into the gutter after a strike, so he can still rebound and not lose count if he can get him to go on this shot. And Jackson chops the 3 off the 3-6-10. right, and Colin gets 9. That puts him at 65. And Joey flirting with the one board, gets it just a little bit wide and into the channel on a spare, so he's going to lose some count going into the 6th. And Henry leaves the bucket in the 5th. So Jamie 6 frame, 310. All right, Henry gets 2, or it's 3 out of the 4, and leaves a 5-pin. So Joey on 24 with another shot at it. This one goes high, a little overcorrection from the last shot. So Brady on 23. Brady playing deep inside. That is in the oil, goes long, 2-8-10. All right, Jamie picks up the 310. Puts her at 93. And Henry's light gets the 8 out and leaves the 2-pin. Brady going for 2. And Diego going for 10. He gets it. Strike in the 10th. Puts him at 107 after 6. Henry just a little bit left. So he goes 9 miss for 105. All right, Garrett with 3 in a row. All right, Brady flat 10. All right, William picks up the 258. Puts him at 87 after 6. And Cy continues his streak, going spare strike, spare strike. So he's at a cool 100 halfway through game number 1. All right, Jamie with a spare. And Jackson with another split. 3, 4, 7. Garrett with 4 in a row. And Garrett dialed in. And Diego touching the 10-pin, but not quite enough. Jackson going for the conversion, gets 1. Puts him at 108. Diego for the 10-pin. That is inside. Doesn't go. 125. And Sawyer coming in a little high, leaving a 3-pin. Joey on 23 finds the left pocket. Striking the 7th puts him at 95. And Williams shredding the rack in the 7th. Side light mixer. So double for him. So he puts 2 together. So he's working on being plus. All right, Henry through the nose, pays the price with a 6-7. Jenna gets it outside. Hits the 3 pin, leaves the 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the last call.
Leaves the 1, 2, 8, 9. Tough one.
$2. Take it away. Let's get it to 100. Show me it.
And she picks it up. So spare in the 7th. Puts her at 63. All right, Brady on 23. All right, gets the 10 pin out this time. Gets the 4 off the wall. So a little adjustment worked out. Joey on 24 gets it left again. Sends it into the channel in the 8th after a strike. All right, Garrett going for 5 in a row. Oh, the 7 pin doesn't go for him. All right, Joey looking for a mark here by sending all back, and the 6 pin doesn't cooperate. So miss 9. Puts him at 113, so 173 still possible for Joey out there. And Jamie flinging that head pin around, taking out the 128. Colin gets it right early. And Diego, oh, that red hard off the spot. Misses the head pin to the left, 1-3. Ryan Collin finds the friction outside and hooks the lane to get the 7 pin out. And Henry gets it left, missing the 4 pin. So he's at 123. Oh, Jamie goes high, leaves the big 4. William Light. Bucket. Brady playing the whole lane, and Messenger gets it to go. Brady out there slinging wood. Sending the Messenger across to take out the 9 pin. A high shot, caught a break. Jamie going for the big 4, and oh, almost gets 1. Puts her at 141. She's got 171 possible going into the 10th. William going for the bucket on 25 and gets it. All right, big shot in the 8th. Puts him at 127. Garrett catches just enough of the 7 pin to spare the 9th. Puts him at 184. Garrett with the big score. Jackson, 25. That looks good. Light, mixer, double. Puts him at 138. He's got 198 possible going into the 10th. And Diego with a tough 1-2-7. See if he can get the ball to take them all out. This is the head pin, though, for 142 on an open. He can go 172. Sawyer on 25. That is through the nose. 6, 7, 10. William on 26. Comes in high. 3-6. Henry Light. Oh, he gets the 10 to go, leaves just the 2-8, which is not easy, but easier than the 2-8-10. William picks up his spare. So he's got 185 possible going into the 10th. All right, Garrett gets the 10, or Cy gets the 10. Leaves just the 4-7. All right, Cy trying to spare his foundation frame. That looks good. Gets it. Jackson goes high, crosses over, leaves the 6-pin. All right, Brady on 23. Messenger doesn't get the 10. So Jenna on 24. Needs it to hook just a little. Not enough. Jenna with a 2-8 in her 9th. Yes, 9th. Jamie on 25. A little bit of loft. Needs it to hook. Gets it. 8-pin goes late. Brady picks up his 10-pin. So that puts him at 173. So he can go 213 off the sheet. And Jenna pulls the 2-8s to open. Puts her at 88. Jamie in the pocket. Straight shot, double in the 10th. She's got 171 out there. Joey Light, oh, breaks up the 7-10. But leaves the 7. First shot in the 10th. So he can go 153 if he picks this up. All right, Garrett, light pocket, double in the 10th. He can go 224. Right. Joey picks up his 7-pin. So he's going to be in the 150s. Oh, Diego didn't like it. Going to reset. And Garrett goes high, leaves a 410, but it's good news. He doesn't have to pick it up. It's a fill shot. All right, so Joey with a fill shot on 24 to finish his first game. That looks pretty good. Just a little bit high, leaves a 610. Diego right in the gutter, right in the gutter on his first shot in the 10th. I don't know if that was a ball change. Just got that too far outside. He's going to play this one a little more straight up the lane. And, oh, doesn't catch a break, leaves the 9-pin. So he'll finish 151. Cy gets his first one in the 10th. So he can go 215 if he keeps this up. Henry with the bucket. William, oh, great shot. So Williams on his way to a 185. Cy falls off that one a little bit, but it's light. Gets him out. And Henry gets 2 off the bucket. So he'll finish 139. And Williams crosses over, catches a break, so he's going to be in the 180s. All right, Garrett light and still only leaves the 3-pin with the crossover to 14. All right, Brady wiggling the 6'10 about as much as you can and have him not fall over. So he can pick this up for 201. William goes high and he leaves a 6'10. All right. Jenna misses head pin to the right for a 1-2-4. All right, so Brady spares that up. He's at 191. So strike to go 201. All right, Jenna picks up her spare for 98, so she'll go plus over 100. All right, Brady high gets that 4-9 late, and he goes 201. Sawyer, his first shot in the 10th. All right, so we get Sawyer squared away on the right lane. Little practice shot on the left. All right, and just a little deflection, doesn't carry the 5-8. All right, so we're looking for the fill shot. And he gets it. Converts the 5-8. Puts him at 119. So he can go 129. He goes 10 out on the fill. And that's got a chance. And he gets it for 129. Gets the crossover carry. Gets the 7 to go. All right, so Collins sitting at 94 on an open in the 9th.
Random $50 scholarship from Haygood, Hauling and Dumping.
All right, so Collins got some pins, flat 10, just a little bit light. And it's going to read just a little bit early. Missed the head pin to the left, so Colin will finish with 103. All right, so as we get ready to start game number 2, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, like the video, share it with a friend, click the notification bell, and you'll know whenever we go live. All right, so Joey back up, starting game number 2 of squad 2, and that comes in high, but he gets the carry. It's Garrett looking for another big game, the 7-pin, and gets attacked by many pins, but does not go down. So Joey and Garrett, I think, are the two lefties on this pair of 6. Garrett's a little bit too much hook. Opens in the first. All right, Holland. Henry with the light mixer. All right, high flush. Gets him to go. And Brady gets them all but the 7. That looked pretty good. So Jackson on 25. He's got a chance. Goes high. Couple messengers don't do their job. Jenna slides the 6 over. Ouch. All right, Jenna off to the races with a strike in the first. Brady gets the 7 pin to spare in the first. Jackson with the 6-10, and he picks it up. All right, Jenna picks up the relocated 6-pin. Garrett comes in high, leaves a 2-4-7-8. And he picks it up. All right, so Joey with another 7-pin. That needs to push and hooks in front of the 7. All right, Cy picks up the 5-pin. I think the right pair had some out of order bowling going on. All right, so Jenna on 24. It's working on a spare 2nd frame. That needs some hook. And she gives a 1-2-8-9. Henry's 2nd frame on a strike. That looks pretty good. Just a little bit high, leaves the 4-pin. All right, that looks pretty good. And she gets it. The 1-2-8-9.
Results from the first squad is now posted up by the cafe by the American flag.
right, so Joey on 24. And he finds the pocket this time. Strike in the third. And Brady with the stone 9. So he's been flirting with going a little bit high on each shot. And caught up with him. All right, Brady picks up the 9 pin, so he's 9 spare, 9 spare. As they're trying to sort out the right pair. All right, Henry on 24 needs to hook. Oh, it does. Messenger doesn't get the 10. And Garrett, 7 pin. All right, Henry picks up the 10 pin. So he's strike 9 spare, 9 spare. All right, and Garrett picks up the 7 pin this time. That puts him at 38 in the third. All right, the right pair is, they're just going to start over. Looked at the names, got everything squared away. All right, so Jackson starting game number 2 again. Gets it right early, goes to the nose, 3-6-10. And Jamie goes high and leaves a 10 pin. Brady on 24, and that goes high, 4-7. All right, so Brady's shooting at the 4-7. It needs to push, and he gets it. Sawyer crosses over with a 5-6. And Diego looks good. Splits the 8-9. Striking his first frame. I think that's a little better start. And Jenna making spares. So she's clean through 3. And Garrett getting dialed back in. His first strike of the game in the 4th. William on 25. That's high, 3-10. Joey, that's a little inside, but he gets some hold. All right, so he's got some room. Joey with the double. William picking up the 3-10. And Collins got a 3-10. And he gets the 10. Henry working on a spare and now working on a strike. Jackson gets a strike. Cy on 24. He didn't have a 5 pin on that one. All right, Brady is going higher and higher and higher. 3-6-9-10. All right, Jenna can't catch a break on the 4. All right, Brady leaves the 6 in a spectacular move. It's hard to do. All right, Jenna gets the crossover carry. Colin gets it outside for 2 opens, puts him at 17 after 2. All right, Joey, a little light pocket, leaves the 6-pin. And Garrett with another 7-pin, and he's gets it left early into the friction and hooks away. So open in the 5th, puts him at 76 after 5. And Joey lasers the 6-pin. Diego comes in high 3-6-10. So we're seeing the transition. So lots of high shots, and side crumbles it out. So he's on his 200 pace again. Strike, spare, strike, spare, strike. Diego gets the 3-6-10 the hard way from the left. Henry through the nose. And leaves a tough 4-7-10. All right, Henry gets the 7. All right, William in the pocket. Made the 3-10 in the first, strike in the second. Diego on 25. That is in the, no, it read. Oh, the UC3 saves the day. Brady, I think, with a ball change. And rings the 10. And Jackson comes in high, 3-6-10. William looking for a double. Light. 10-pin doesn't go. And Joey with the 4-6. Tough one. All right, Brady lasers the 10-pin. Jackson gets the 3 off the 3-6-10. All right, William gets the 3-pin, so spare in the 3rd to stay clean after 3. Sawyer 26 in the pockets, little deflection, leaves the 5-pin. So Garrett leaves the 6-10 this time. And Jackson with a 4-10. Seeing quite a few of those. 4-10s, 2 4-10s. Friction, friction, friction. Garrett spares it up. Henry on 23. That's through the nose. Gets away with a 3-6-10. So our left pair on the 6th frame. I think our right pair is starting to catch up. They're on the 4th. Jackson gets 2. Henry converts. Colin on 26 goes high, leaves a 3-pin. Sawyer's going to need some hook on that one. Doesn't get it. It's the 10-pin, and Sai playing the hold in the middle. Not a bad strategy. Brady does the same. Plays the fallback to strike in the 6th. And Sawyer in the pocket, gets the 5 and the 8 out. So Jamie on 26. Little loft, gonna need to cross over. Does, gets the carry. So Jamie now on a double in the 4th. And Jenna does not get the spare. She goes 5-4, puts her at 81 after 6. And Garrett picks up a 6-pin, puts him at 105 after 7. Colin needs some hook. Doesn't get it, only gets 2. All right, Joey, little early read, 4-7. William looking to strike after a spare. Ah, the messenger didn't even need it. Cy with 3 in a row. All right, so Cy on fire. All right, Jackson, little light mixer. So strike in the 5th. And Henry leaves a 4-pin. And Diego, oh, a little bit light, wraps the 10. All right, Diego with the spare, puts him at 76 after 5. All right, Brady doesn't like the rack. I don't blame him at 9 pins. Awfully close to the 10. That's a little better. William strike, and Brady now crossing over, 3-pin. So Henry with a 2-4-8. All right, Brady picks up the 3-pin. Puts him at 112 with 3 frames to go. And Henry leaves the 8. Got the 2-4. Garrett lights, mixes them up. All right, so Brady back up on 23. And that goes long. 1-2-4. All right, Cy in the pocket for 4 in a row. Brady spares it up. All right, Garrett with a double in the ninth. Puts him at 145. And Jackson gets it outside. All right, Colin gets the 4 out, but leaves the 8. Joey inside, gets him hold, wiggles the 8, can't get it to go. And Cy with 5 in a row. So Cy with 5 strikes in a row gets the big pack of francs in game 2. 5 strikes in a row, pack of francs. All right, Joey with the spare. Puts him at 154. All right, gentle little light. Jamie on 26. Comes in a little high. Leaves a 4-7. Sawyer doing the underarm look, and he leaves a 9-pin. Oh, good shot. Jenna with the 2-4-5, splits the 4-5. All right, Jamie picks it up after 3 in a row. Brady with the messenger, slapping the 9 out. And Colin, oh, gets the 3, not the 9. And Diego gets the 3 off the 310. So Joey spares in the 10th, gets a fill shot, doesn't realize it's the 10th frame, and he's going to stand up and go take another shot. All right, so Garrett with a 2-pin on his first shot in the 10th. William comes in high, no messenger to take out the 9 on a double. All right, so Garrett spares that up. So he can go 184. Joey gets 9, puts him at 181. Jamie sends 10 back. All right, Garrett, high flush. Finishes 184. So Henry on 23. In the pocket, gets the 7-10 out late on his first shot in the 10th. He can go 168 if he keeps doing that. All right, so Cy with 5 in a row. Started off strike, spare, but has gone all strikes since the 5th. Already at 200. That one is a little bit outside and leaves the 1-2. So his strike streak comes to an end with a big pack of franks. William, very surprised, 1, 2, 4, 10. And Henry looking for 168. Goes to the nose for 164. And Sai steps out of it. Picks up the spare, so he can go in. He'll be in the 230s. William going for the backup and can't get the 10. Good effort. Puts him at 134 after 7. All right, and Sai flat 10s, 237. And Brady with the late 9 on the first one in the 10th. You can do 2 more of those for 199. Jenna first shot in the 10th. That looks pretty good. All right, leaves the 4. Brady on 23 again. Second shot in the 10th. That is wide. 1, 2, 8. So 2, 4, 5 for Jackson. And oh, hooks in front of the 5. That'll put him at 112. Diego on 26 needs some hold. Crosses over for 610. And Brady opens on the fill for 185. Sawyer gets it for the double. That 5-pin's been his nemesis, but he carries it for the double in the 8th. Colin bounces him around, but leaves a 3-10 split. And Colin with a 3-pin. All right, so William looking for a strike. Messenger, slow roller, will not do it. Ring 10. All right, Jamie. Oh, light deflection, leaving a 5-7. All right, William gets the 10-pin. So he's at 144. All right, so Jamie with a 5-7. Try and slide that 5-pin over, goes behind the 7. All right, Jackson with the crossover. All right, Garrett off to a good start with a mark in the first. All right, Henry high flush. Strike in the first. All right, Diego high. with, I think, another 310. Sawyer going for 3 in a row. All right, so Cy gets that one a little bit left. Sawyer going for the spare, converts. All right, Sawyer on fire here in game 2. Brady gets that way wide. And another 2-8. All right, William Light, mixer. And Brady spares the 2-8. And Jackson Light, flat 10. And Jenna with a 5-pin in her first frame, picks it up. All right, so Garrett strike in the second. So he's spare strike to open game 3. The final game of the final squad here at the Elite 8 Youth Bowling Tournament at Bolero Denton in Denton, Texas. As Jackson strikes on the fill for 152. Jenna can spare this and strike for 194. All right, Cy picks up the 7. So after 9 out, goes 9 spare. All right, Jenna misses on the 10th, so she'll finish 183. And Henry's light, 124.10. And Jenna with a 1-2-10. All right, Sawyer finishes with a 148. Good back half. And Diego through the nose, slides the 6 over to the 3, but gets it to fall. All right, Colin goes through the nose for a 310. All right, Diego crosses over, leaves a 9-pin. Brady, light mixer, gets him out. Colin with the 310, getting the fill shot. Puts him at 114, so he can go 124. Diego looking for 148, and he gets it. And Garrett on 24, high flush for the double. All right, William can go 214, gets the 4-9 out. Puts him at 184. On a double after the first one in the 10th. Masai doesn't like it, but just jams it through the face for his first strike of the game in the third. All right, and Henry playing the hold too. Oh, the 6-pin taps the 10. Does not get it to go. Scoring unit thinks it's the 6-pin anyway. And now William with 203 possible. He picks this up, and he does, so he'll finish 203 for 386. All right, Brady playing the big wheel with a double in the third. And Jenna goes high, but leaves a 3-pin. Garrett on the double. Oh, and he gets it for 3 in a row. All right, so Garrett on a hot streak. All right, so Cy started with an open, then a spare, then a strike. So figuring out the transition. And he's gonna step back as Mariah picks up her spare on 22. Joey's gonna go on 24. That looks pretty good. Oh no. Oh, he gets the 7 out, leaves just the 6-pin. All right, side light gets the 2 off the 8. So a couple problem spares broken up. All right, Joey picks up the 6-pin. And Cy clobbers the 8. Spare in the 4th. So Cy with a 225 average for the first 2 games. All right, Henry Light mixer 7-8. Just doesn't get the carry. Jenna, oh, gets the 7-pin to go. Hits it just enough. You know, wobble, wobble, gone. All right, so Brady on 24, playing the inside game and getting the 10 to go for 3 in a row. Sawyer wobbles the right side, but leaves the 4-7-10. Diego on 26. Just a little bit early. 3-6-10. His first shot in the third game. And Sawyer getting 2 off the left. All right, Garrett with 3 in a row. So he's got 290 possible. As Diego chops the 3 off the 6-10. So we got Jenna's strike in there. Scored appropriately. Joey up on 23. Looks pretty good. It's as good as it gets. Colin leaves the 9-pin. All right, William comes in light. Gets the 5-pin between the 2-4, but neither of them go down. All right, William gets the spare. Jamie's going to go on 25. And that goes high, breaks up the split, leaves just a 10-pin. And Cy gets the 2 and the 8, just enough. Right, Henry misses inside. Puts him at 63 after 5. All right, Jenna and Jackson make their spares, or Jamie and Jackson make their spares. Brady on 23. And that's light. Leaves the 7-pin. A little faster, I think, than his other big wheels. Went a little bit long on him. Sawyer is going to get 3 off the left. Diego flirting with that one board. He likes to do that. So he gets a strike in the second. And Jenna, does not get the 8. All right, so Brady picks up the 7-pin, puts him at 109 halfway through the final game. So William on a spare, and ring 10 again. And Joey goes a little long. Leaves the 1-3. So Garrett on 4 in a row. And Garrett with the crossover lefty pack of Franks. Garrett with 5 strikes in a row here at Bolero Denton with the pack of Franks. All right, and Joey with a spare. All right, Cy strike in the 6th. And Henry high flush. And he gets a strike in the 6th. Right, it's a little mechanical with Sawyer. Brady on 24. All right, a little slower that time. Red a little bit soon, so between that and the other one, he left a 4-pin. And Jenna wraps the 10. Right, Brady picks up the 4-pin, puts him at 128 after 6. All right, so Garrett 5 in a row. Looking for 6 in a row. That's inside, needs to push. And he leaves a 6-pin. All right, Joey a little light with a 7-pin. All right, Garrett spares the 7th, puts him at 169. All right, Joey spares the 7th. Sawyer's got his pins, and he's ready for action. It's got a chance. Ah, leaves the 5-10. All right, Cy with a double. Puts him at 117. Henry looking for 2 in a row. It's got a chance. Ah, trips the 10 out. Double in the 7th. Jenna a little bit light. Oh, wow. With the 110. Some late pinfall. All right, so Brady up on 23. Trying to finish the game with the slow wheel. That looks pretty good. All right, so he's got his speed dialed in. Jackson back with a strike in the 3rd. All right, Jenna trying to pick it up. Oh, and she gets it. The 110. The left side of the head pin. Slides it over into the 10 for the spare. There you go. All right. Joey, that ball read a little bit in the mid lane. Kept going. So strike in the 8th. And Garrett with a 7-pin. All right, so Jamie's got a 6-pin in the 3rd. And Garrett hooks away from the 7, so he's at 187. So he can still go 247 if he continues and goes off the sheet. Diego on 26. Wow, sends all kinds of pins in front of the 9-pin. Can't get it out. Size goes high. Messenger takes out the 9-pin for him. Brady with the slow wheel. Oh, gets it to go. And Diego picks up his spare. Jenna a little bit right of the head pin. Jamie looks good. Splits the 8-9 for strike in the 4th. All right, Garrett leaves the 6-pin. William with the 6-10. Jenna with another complicated spare. All right, Garrett gets this spare. William chops the 6 off the 10. Joey mixes them up, the light mixer for a double. Diego 25 goes high, 6, 9, 10. All right, Jackson. Oh, the deflection, stone 8. Inside now with 4 in a row. Coming back after an open in the first. And he can go 247. All right, William with a 4-5, tough leave. Sawyer on 26, clips the 10 pin. And Jenna gets it outside. All right, William can't bounce it out. So Brady on 23, looking for 3 in a row in the 9th. It's a little bit fast. Oh, but good enough to split the 8-9. Sawyer playing low ball, picking off the 10, picking off the 7. Going 1 and 1. All right, Joey, first one in the 10th for 3 in a row. All right, Garrett crosses over for his first one in the 10th, so he can go 237. And needs to hold on, does not. So Jackson gets a little wide. Colin right a little early. Reads too soon. And he leaves a 3-9. So Joey Messenger gets the 7 for 4 in a row. All right, Colin with just the 3. All right, Garrett needs some help on that. That crosses over, 5-8. So he can go 227. And Joey in the pocket for 5 strikes in a row. Joey with his pack of franks, 237 to close it out. All right, Sawyer gets 9, leaves a 4-pin. All right, Henry ring 10. So he can pick this up for 168. All right, light hit, 245. So Cy can go 214 if he picks this up. And he gets it. All right, so 214 possible for Cy. Brady on 3 in a row. going into the 10th. So he's been playing the speed-sensitive big wheel. On the ring 10. All right, and Sai goes through the nose, leaves a 4-pin, and puts him at 213. Oh, and Brady pulled it. So he goes 225. 236 possible, but Jenna in the pocket on her first shot in the 10th. And Jenna gets it left on her second in the 10th. So she can get the rest of them for 134. And she's got a chance, and almost. All right, so 133. All right, so looks like we've got a little mechanical on the right pair. So as we get that sorted out for the last half of the last game. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, like the video, share it with a friend, click the notification bell, and you'll know whenever we go live. All right, okay, Jamie's got her 6-pin. And gets enough of it to get it out. Wow, Colin found some hook out there on the one board. And Diego on 26. And he's playing the friction on the one board as well to great success. So he's at 75 on a strike halfway through the final game. Jamie needs some of that hook, does not get it. Yeah, unusual 2, 4, 5, 10. So it looks like Joey finishes with a 569, Garrett with a 633, Cy 664, Jenna with a 374, Brady with a 611, Henry with a 460. All right, Jamie needs some hook and only gets the 5. All right, Williams shooting at the bucket, and he picks it up. So Williams at 65 in the 5th on a spare. Now Jackson on 26. That's going to be high. Gets the 10 to go, but leaves the 3-6 in his 6th frame. Diego in his 6th frame, light mixer, ring 10. Jackson needs some push. Oh, does not get it. Chops the 3 off the 3-6. All right, and Diego lasers the 10 pin. So he's at 95. And here's at 299 going into this final game. All right, and Sawyer with his 5 pin. William with a 3-9. And William, chops the 3 off the 9. Open in the 6, puts him at 82. And Jackson in the pocket in the 7th. A strike in the 7th puts him at 106. Colin crosses over the 139. And Sawyer gets 3 off the left. It's like, yeah, what am I going to do? All right, so Colin gets it right. All right, so Jamie gets a little left. Leaves a tough 1, 3, 6, 8, 10. And almost, but leaves a 3, leaves a 6-10. Puts Jamie at 98. All right, Diego crossing over, and he leaves a tough 3-6-9. All right, Diego picks it up. Puts him at 112 on a spare in the 7th. All right, Jamie in the pocket, sending 10 back in the 8th. William in the pocket. And puts him at 92 after 7. All right, and Diego, strike in the 8th. And Jackson with a tough 5-7. And the light mixer for William. Can't carry the 7. Jackson going for the big split, gets the 5 behind the 7-pin. William hooks at the 7-pin, picks it up in the 8th. He's at 112. All right, Jackson gets the 7 to go, breaks up the 7-10. So Sawyer in the 8th. And Sawyer with a 1-2-8. And picks it up for the spare. The smooth one-handed delivery. Oh, and Sawyer, a little high, pays the price. Leaves the 7-10. All right, Colin leaves the middle bucket on his second shot. All right, Jamie Light, another 5-7. And can't get it. So that puts Jamie at 126, going into the 10th on an open. So she can strike out here for 156. All right, Diego with a reading a little early, getting it right. Goes to the nose for a 10-pin. All right, so some score corrections. So Diego will go for his 10-pin in the 9th. And needs to hook. Oh, he gets it. So he's at 152. Jamie trying to slide that 6-pin over. Cannot, so she'll finish with 134. So Diego can go 192 off the sheet. Oh, William. Check that out. Best shot of the night. Sending 10 back. And Diego got his first one in the 10th. So he's got 192 possible out there already. So Jackson up his first shot in the 10th, crosses over, leaves a 5-pin. So he's got 163 possible. And everyone's got their hands up. See if Jackson's going to be buying drinks. And Diego moves the 10-pin, but it's not enough. So he can pick this up for 182. Pressure on Jackson. And he picks it up. So he's at, can strike here for 163. And Diego finishes with 181. Got William his first shot in the 10th. Forward roll on it, looking good. And Jackson crossing over, sliding that 6-pin over, so he will finish with 163. All right, he knew it. Three in a row. All right, so one more for 182. And Sawyer with a tough 5-10. And he finishes with a 182. William Jewell the third, bringing home the back 4. To finish the 182. All right, so Colin finishing up. Finds the friction on the 1 board. Sends it across to the left of the head pin. All right, so the last shot of the tournament, and gets the friction and gets 2. So Colin will finish with 85. All right, so thanks everyone for watching. For all the scores and results, go to the Elite 8 tournament on Facebook. Link will be in the description. So thanks everyone for watching. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, like the video, share it with a friend, click the notification bell. You'll know whenever we go live. So thanks everyone for watching. Congratulations to all the competitors. And as always, remember, be cool and go bowl.